Hi everybody, Sandra and Dave here. It's August 2020 and it has been a while since we did a video kind of more updated, and so we thought today we would kind of fill y'all in a little bit on some of the stuff that's been happening with us. There's been quite a bit that has occurred since we were in Baja. So this is the scene pretty much right outside of the gate of where we are living. There's a couple of little stores. That's one neat thing about Mexico is there's just little stores everywhere. So it's like no matter where you're at, it's not that far to walk, and you can go pick up some groceries and stuff. Obviously, got a little road work going on. So we are in central Mexico. Dave, you want to tell them?
Lake Chapala area.
And Lake Chapala is the largest lake in Mexico, and the climate here is wonderful. Like one of the things that I looked for whenever we were scoping out places to come to in Mexico was perfect weather. I looked up, and if you look that up on the internet, I think this area will come up.
We're about 100 miles into the tropics, but we're about 5,000 feet in altitude.
Right.
So it's warm most of the time. It rains at night in the rainy season now. It's beautiful.
It's kind of like an alpine elevation, but in the tropics.
I'm going to be on a Jake break.
So anyway, the little backstory is that we were in Baja, and we came back from Baja to Texas. We were there for a while, and the situation being as it was, we decided that we needed to come back to Mexico. So this is Lake Chapala right in front of us, and as we were saying before, it is kind of mountainous around here, and it's sort of supposedly it's about the same elevation as Denver. Anyway, you can see the mountains over there, and throughout the day normally we have like these little rainstorms that come and go, and you can see them. It doesn't always come over where we're at, but it's a really interesting and unique, I guess, microclimate around here. It doesn't get
much over 80 degrees out.
No.
And at night it's 65.
Yeah. And in the winter, this is the rainy season now, so everything is like super green. But in the winter, it's the dry season, and I guess then things get a little more brown. But the lows that you can expect in the winter aren't more than, like, I don't know, I've seen like in the 40s, like mid 40s, and that's like really low.
And that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
It's almost like now.
Yeah.
It's the same, except it doesn't rain.
Right. On the see those birds standing on that vegetation?
Mm-hmm.
They're like kind of like grackles.
Yeah. Are you looking for critters or something?
Guy out there.
Guy out there on the boat.
Zoomed in on the guy on the boat.
Not very good. The people around here, so far in Mexico, everywhere, everybody's really super friendly. They're helpful. It's not like they make out on the news in the United States. It's a lot different down here.
just like in Baja, everywhere there's like a lake or any kind of water feature, it seems like, these towns, every town has their little, I guess you call this a Malecon. And so this is the one that's closest to us, but this lake is surrounded by several little towns, and each one has their own little park area like this. The Malecon. So when we got back to Texas, we kind of were playing it by ear. We knew beforehand that we were going to have some problems due to Dave's health issues, because before we left to go to Baja, we tried to go to the doctor, and they basically told us that we weren't going to get any help from them anymore. We were going to go to Wisconsin in the truck camper, but pretty much Dave was miserable, right?
Yeah, it got to the point where I was only sleeping a few hours a night, and when you get to the point where you can't sleep, it's hard to even live. You know, it was just miserable, and we turned tail and ran back to Mexico.
You know, the pandemic is still going on even now, and so we were a little bit like worried about like, were we going to be able to come to Mexico and get across the border, and how was that going to go? And I was doing like mad research, trying to find out firsthand experiences that people were having crossing the border, and what I was finding was that people were doing it, you know, and they were traveling in Mexico, and it wasn't a problem. We are down here without the truck camper. We knew that we're going to need to stay down here long term because of the situation with the healthcare in the United States. Extremely stressful situation going on there. So
we could spend thousands of dollars for nothing in the United States, or we can come down to Mexico and live free. I can buy the medication I need over the counter, no hassles, no criminal accusations.
We have rented a place for a year, and after that year is up, then we're going to see what we want to do. We might move to another location in Mexico just to, you know, experience different places here. But
it's really nice around here so far. That's some service work. This is how a lot of the roads are put together. Just cobblestone. Everybody's got their thing going on. Not a whole lot of phones in people's hands. People are more conscious. It's a good thing. Lots of vehicles you've never seen before. Like, what the heck is this thing?
flat tire.
It's a big truck. They take big trucks down all these roads. No weight limits that I've seen. Most of these trucks are overloaded in the way it looks. In United States standards, I'm sure they're way over the weights that you're allowed to go on the roads in the United States. There was a kid driving that truck. He was 12 years old. Coconuts, onions, beets. Here we are, back up on the main road. Temperature of the beer right there, so you know you're getting cold beer.
Here's the beer store and the lavanderia, which is where you take your laundry. The water truck delivering the agua pura. What they say is true. No one drinks the water out of the faucet unless you've got a water purification system.
They're my kid. When you see one of them, they mean it. Slow down. Check out the pool.
So we are back at our place where we're staying, and in conclusion, you can expect coming up on our YouTube channel a lot of videos about living in central Mexico and what life is like for us here. Information about like what it takes to come down here and make it happen and bring your vehicle. We'll be doing videos about where we're staying. This is one of the swimming pools where we are living. So it's super nice, this place where we're at. Videos about the towns around here, what life, on a day-to-day basis is like for us. Who knows? But it's all gonna be saturated with Mexico life. In conclusion, you can expect coming up on our YouTube channel about living in central Mexico, what life is like for us here, information about like what it takes to get out here.
Can't beat that.
Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.
I don't know why there's two locks.
Two locks, two keys. Back to the casa. We'll be doing a casa tour pretty soon too.